Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. Welcome to the lounge, Sagittarius. So we're going to different rooms in the house this week. I thought it'd be kind of fun and interesting. So this is the boys' lounge. This is a room, an extra bedroom, but it's above the garage, so it's kind of cold. So we don't use it as a bedroom. So I thought I'm going to set it up like a little man cave for my son, which is kind of cool for him, right? Like, yeah. So I gave him he's got my old leather couch, and he's got a big blue cuddle chair. But he doesn't spend a lot of time in here. Lily spends more time in here than anybody. I think because she's a very fluffy dog, and she likes that it's cooler. It's like her room. So it's the Lily Lounge, maybe. I don't know. It's the Lily Lounge with boy decorations in it. What are we doing, Sagittarius? We are looking at the Tea Leaf Oracle, the Energy Oracle, the Fountain Tarot. Wow, you got the Fountain card at the bottom. And teeny tiny Everyday Witch. Let's get started. All right. Does that feel right? Yeah. That was weird. No. Something. Why doesn't this... All of a sudden, you know when you start... If you do something like second nature, and then you stop to think about it. Like a PIN code for something even, maybe, right? Like you haven't thought about it in years, what that PIN code is. And then, I don't know, you have to think about it, and then you're like, what the hell are the numbers? I don't know. It's just such the weirdest thing with this deck. So I don't know if that's something that you're going through. Like, what the heck? It's just like overthinking. That's what I would describe that as. You're overthinking something that you know how to do. So don't overthink it. Sagittarius. Oh, I hope it's not, you probably see it. I hope it's not too gross. I burned my hand the other day. I am so good at doing stuff like that. And I didn't even feel it at the time. It wasn't until maybe 3 or 4 minutes had gone by, and I thought, why does that hurt? And of course, at that point, it's a little bit late getting cold water on it. And then a damn bubble. Anyways. So I hope nobody's grossed out by that. Wedge. Someone is trying to come between you and a friend or something you want. Carriage. A journey, either physical or mental. Butterfly. A change for the better. Camel. Persevere and you will overcome problems. Lion. Time to act. Leg. Stepping into a new experience. Wow, that's really interesting. You guys got some new shit coming around. Table. Hard work ahead. I just heard like tabling a plan. Like tabling something. And why would that, what does that term really mean? If you're tabling something, you're sitting at a table. So you could be sitting at a table and working on something, literally, like sitting at a table and working on something. So maybe documents, paperwork, your computer, tarot cards. What the hell you use a table for? Like a lot of things. So there you go. Hard work ahead. What was underneath that? Teapot. Deep friendship with someone of the same sex. Ear, good news. So you could be talking to somebody of the same sex as you. Tabling a plan, tabling a proposal. Anyways, let's look at this. You have someone is trying to come between you and a friend or something you want. Carriage, a journey either physical or mental. So, okay, so you're moving away because you got the carriage right after that. Yes, and change for the better with butterfly. You're moving away from some type of situation where somebody has been like a wedge in your life. Like they've been coming between you and something you want to do for yourself, between you and a friendship, coming between you and your plans, tabling plans. Like, yeah, it's interesting. The underline is why we're here. So you've been tabling a plan. You've been working hard, and somebody's been coming between you and the accomplishment, you know, the outcome of that hard work, but you're moving away from that. You really, honestly, definitely are. It's just a general tarot reading. Take what you want, you know, because you're going somewhere here. You're going on a journey, either physical or mental. So either way, I just want to say that you would feel better if you're moving out of that energy. It was just like, fine, this is finally relieved from my mental anxiety of that wedge in my life. Or if you're physically leaving it, it's like, well, screw that shit, it's done. And that's a change. This change is for the better, which looks like it because you're coming from difficulty. Persevere, you'll overcome your problems. Time to act, stepping into a new experience. Oh, what is that? Yeah, it's stepping over and away, taking a careful step, stepping into a new experience. Oh, these aren't spears. They're plants growing. It's such an awkward drawing. It almost looks like knives or something sticking out of the ground, and he's got to step over them not to. I mean, maybe, you know, walking delicately through some type of situation. But now he's taking a step with his leg. It looks like a man's leg, but I could be wrong. It's the leg. Stepping into a new experience. I'm curious why I think that looks like a masculine leg. Why does it look like a masculine leg? And now I'm going to like analyze that. Why did that look like a masculine leg? It's strong and sinewy. Or for women could be, I don't know. Anyways. You're going somewhere new. You're going to something better. You're moving away from some sort of difficulty. You're pulling the wedge out of the door. Well, that's an interesting thing to say. Because a wedge holds a door open. So maybe there's been something you've been trying to close off. We get an energy oracle card. Actually, yeah, to bring this all together. Can we get an energy oracle card that brings this whole thing together that you have here for Sagittarius? Blossoming abundance. You're coming into spring. So yeah, things are going to be good for you, you know. Thinking woman is at the bottom. Table, hard work ahead. That, you know, I mean, you have to put thought into something. You've been thinking hard, and whatever you've been thinking hard about is starting to blossom. I'm going to add a tarot card to each one of these. My feet are getting cold in here. I don't think people ever insulate the ceilings of attics well enough. Attics, garages, you know, especially when there's rooms above them. Wedge. The 5 of coins. Well, that's not a very nice wedge. So that someone is trying to come between you and something you want, or a friend. What the hell is that? It's almost like somebody could be trying to isolate you, or trying to isolate a friend that's trying to get to you, or somebody is trying to prevent you from achieving some form of abundance here. Who is this asshole? What is that? I mean, really, that's quite a card to pull out with that. Someone's coming, they're trying to come between you and something. Like if you've got blossoming abundance coming around. Somebody's been trying to, I'm hearing sabotage. Sabotage abundance. But try not to worry about that too much, because all the other cards after that point that you're moving away from it. A journey, either physical or mental. The 5 of Wands. So you're fighting for it, or you've been fighting, or you've been, it's 2 5s. This energy can't stay there. That's energy that needs to be changed. I am hearing a journey of the mind here. So it could be your outlook too. If if somebody's been sabotaging you, that has to, like, that changes your outlook. All right? Because I'm actually being shown two people in like a maze or a labyrinth. I guess more a maze. There's a way out of this, and it's a hedge. And one person's going through the maze, and the only thing that they're working with is their own mind in the maze, right? And it's trying to recall dead ends and not go down there again and come through. There's another person, and this is you, going through the maze, and you're not just working with the maze and yourself. You're working with somebody who, there's somebody else in the maze, like hiding in the shrubs. And as you start to get close to some sort of success getting through the maze, it's almost like they have a way of like putting up a shield. They can quickly see where you're going to turn a corner and come down to success. So they push in like this artificial piece of hedge wall that looks like it's a dead end. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, so after a while, you start to doubt yourself. You start to doubt the path that you've chosen. You start to feel like this is never going to end. Like, but it's almost like you may not even realize that you're not just dealing with the hedge and yourself. You're dealing with somebody who's trying to sabotage you. And even the wedge, it's like something coming between you and seeing the way out of a maze. So I want to say that the journey here then with the Five of Wands is even like, grabbing a little bastard out of the hedge, pulling them out. Say, listen, you go find your way in the hedge. Butterfly changed for the better. The King of Swords. This is seeing very clearly in the hedge now, isn't it? This is even somebody seeing the little jerk in the hedge and pulling them out. Like, hey, that's not part of the game. Interesting. That's a change for the better. Very clear. It could be, if somebody's trying to sabotage you too, there's so many different ways this could happen. And if you could prove this, if somebody's trying to sabotage your life in some way, you could probably get like some sort of legal action against that to protect you. And if it's not that, it definitely is like, now you can see your way out of the hedge, the maze, the camel, preserve. Why do I want to keep saying preserve? Preserve and you will overcome problems, and you are outcome. Preserve an outcome. You are preserving an outcome for yourself. The outcome can't be changed. You're going to get out of the maze. I want to say after you get out of the maze, your outcome is preserved because you weren't really doing anything against someone else. But if somebody is sabotaging you, there's full-on karma, bitch. That's the karma coming. So, but persevere and you will overcome problems. Oh, that's interesting. The Lovers. But this is nice. But persevering with the Lovers, with choices, with direction, with fate, with paths. Where do you go now? Now that you're out of the maze, it's almost like the question, right? Because time to act and stepping into a new experience almost feel like stepping out of the maze now. Now, where do you go? What do you do? It's about making divine choices. Time to act, the Lion. The Two of Coins. Doesn't feel like acting, does it? So I'm not sure. That feels like anything but. Time to act is balance. So it's not, okay, where I'm getting pulled off here is because the Lovers is about making is divine choices. Finding them, making decisions about them, yays or nays. And I feel like I'm being told to kind of explain that even further. So yeah, we walk paths of fate in these lifetimes, but we also can carve our destinies within them. So yes, there are certain things that you're going to find yourself on that path in this lifetime. Your soul is completely like, yeah, I know. We're going there. We're going to make some choices about it and see where this is going to continue to lead and grow the soul. So that's what that feels like. But then when you get the two of the coins, it's like, So I feel like you're going to get somewhere where you're meant to kind of make a choice. You're on a fated path. And now it's up to you to carve your destiny in it. So leg, stepping into a new experience. And there's carving destiny. Or the 10 of Cups. That's a very nice new experience. That is happiness and joy. Emotional fulfillment. Dancing. I said that. Maybe you're going to go dancing. The 2 of Swords is at the bottom. Indecision. But doesn't it feel like that? Like if you've been going through a maze and somebody's been screwing around with it, you gotta kind of feel like you can't trust your own choices. Your own decision making. Oh, I feel so tired today. I went out shopping yesterday. I went to a consignment store. My favorite little store. And I'm tired. Let's have a nap. We need to have a nap. Not in here, Lily. It's too cold. She likes it. Blossoming abundance. The 5 of Wands and the Tower. So that's enough. Wow. It's almost like you see the little shit in the hedge. You pull them out. And now you can find your way out of the hedge. It is. It's like confronting something almost. And then you break it down. You call it out for what it is. And now, and then you walk into this abundance. Boy, I don't know what, like there's really this, and there's only one card talking about it. Something going on that doesn't, somebody's choices and reactions to you and actions. It's, yeah, I don't know if they're their reactions. It's almost like you're reacting to their actions. And in some ways, I almost feel like you might not even be aware of this because I'm just seeing that in the hedge. Or maybe you are now because it looks like you're almost at the end of this because that's the only card. The rest of it is talking about a future. But what is the karma for somebody that's been sabotaging you? It's an interesting question, isn't it? Like I think about you know, think about people like Madoff and oh, that other guy. There's so many people that like they make off with other people's money and wealth, or they intentionally like, you know, and this happens in so many areas of the world, like even people like running scams and stuff. You know, how many get caught? And then you think, how many are not getting caught? What, you know, and that's disheartening. But there's gotta be, energies are all balanced, you know? I don't know. Something going on. Let's just see. Anyways, let's not worry about them. Let's worry about you, Sagittarius. Temperance. Oh my gosh. You, trying to be balanced here, waiting, being patient. Keeping a level head with Temperance too. There's not much you can do in this situation. It feels like someone has some sort of control in some area of your life. And they're enjoying that. They have some sort of control in some area of your life and they're possibly enjoying that. And I know you might be saying, well, why do you think that, Cindy? And I don't know. I do think it, and I also feel it as a reader, because you're in the 5 of Coins. That is probably the worst place you could put anybody. It's physical lack. Like this is somebody who is On the outside looking in, this is somebody who feels apparently safer being out. Like, you could almost say it's like being homeless, right? It's like being homeless. That feels better than going behind in those walls. You know, I'll tell you that golden light is not so golden from that person's perspective. But although this card is a little bit different because it's almost, this is something else. This looks like summer or something, right? Shining through that window. But this person is at a threshold. So they've come out of a building and it's better to be outside of it than in there. There could be bitterness here with somebody because now the more I look at this card, like this person is on the outside. It's almost like the door has been closed. That's good. You stay out there. You enjoy that. And you're just, I guess in some ways, doing the best you can with temperance. Carriage. A journey either physical or mental with the 5 of Wands. The 2 of Pentacles and the 4 of Pentacles. Oh, this 2 of Pentacles has been held back with the 4 of Pentacles. Like bringing some sort of balance here. So you're now on a journey. It might, well, physical. You are getting 2 physical cards with Pentacles. You have been on a journey of conflict. So this journey is defined by conflict, by physical, I want to say these choices and these actions, like this isn't just a game, right, where you're in a maze. There's real consequences to whatever this is that you're working through here. And it does keep you stuck. But yet, I want to say kind of trying to balance a lot. Okay, so now a change for the better. The King of Swords, butterfly. A change for the better. Oh, Judgment and the King of Cups. Well, that's nice. This also goes from if you're having to be very intellectually in a game here, in the game of life, whatever this is that's playing out around you. If you've had to be like really on point with your mind, your thoughts for something that you've been dealing with here, Judgment, a new beginning is where it's almost like now you can move forward with your emotions, with the depth of yourself. And that's interesting too, because a time for change, you have Butterfly and Judgment. Those could not be more about rebirth. The 2 of those cards are coming out of this horrible lack from somebody who's sabotaging you. Camel. Persevere and you will overcome problems. The Lovers. Now that card landed on the Carriage. Oh, it's okay. So now I don't know what it is. What is it? Interesting. The Page of Pentacles. Okay, that makes sense. It immediately looked like the camel was pulling this carriage. This carriage is a journey of conflict, perhaps arguments, disagreements. The Lovers and the Page of Pentacles, that just feels very childish. I would say it would be very childish. Persevere. So persevere through something that you are going through, which I want to say is probably not easy. Because there's a situation that's put you in some kind of lack here, and someone's a wedge. It's almost like keep you there. It's very childish behavior. Time to act. The 2 of Coins. Well, see, that's what's been held back. The 2 of Coins. So, the Lion. Be strong. The Page of Cups. Be strong. The Page of Cups. The 8 of Wands, the Star, and the 7 of Swords. They don't need to know how you get out of the maze. Something like that. The Seven of Swords. The sneakiness here. But the way she's sitting here, the star, oh, you guys, I don't think you guys can see shit, can you? I'm sorry, it's best I could get it set up. Each room is different. The star, the way the magic energy is coming down to earth, it's like directed at that Seven of Swords. And the Page of Cups and the star both can be about like healing in different ways. Like the Page of Cups can be about an apology. The like the olive branch. And then the star is healing energies, cosmic glow. Oh, I just heard cosmic glow. But this is sabotage, a saboteur, the Seven of Swords. Time to act on the saboteur with magic. Oh, your magic. Time to act on the saboteur with magic. Step into a new experience, the Ten of Cups. That sounds nice. The Ace of Wands. Wow, it's exciting. It's dynamic. It's inspiring. The Eight of Pentacles and the Three of Swords is at the bottom. This is like, wow, putting in a lot of hard work that doesn't feel like it gets anywhere. You feel disempowered by this hard work. You feel broken by this hard work. It's going to get better. See that, Sagittarius? Oh, hard work. That's what I have. I'm going to go do the extended, Sagittarius. In the extended, it's all Wild Unknown this week. I'm going to do the Wild Unknown Oracle and the Wild Unknown Tarots. And I am leaving it kind of open like I did here to see what comes out for you. Thank you so much, Sagittarius. Until next time, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.